everybody. I'm Jo. I'm the sports psychologist that runs Key Aspirations. Thought I'd just come online today just to talk to you about what you need to consider if you're deciding to find somebody to help with your child's mental blocks, anxieties or confidence issues. And I thought if you on here live, then say hello. Say hi in the comments or hashtag replay if you're watching it on the replay. But a lot of people come to me and they say, oh, I'm looking for somebody to help with this mental block. I've heard hypnotherapy works well, or should I go for a sports psychologist, or I'm not quite sure what I need to get. Well, the first thing to consider is don't think about what the person does. What they do to help your child is not really relevant at this point. What you need to be looking for is what is it that you having trouble with, what your daughter's or your son struggling with, and what that person can do to help you resolve that issue. And that is the most important thing. I'm a hypnotherapist, I'm also a sports psychologist, but I never ever talk about that whilst I'm speaking to somebody about how I can help them resolve their problems. Also, you'll find a lot of therapists out there are generalists. They will generalize and say they want to help with anxieties, phobias, all different kinds of things, confidence issues, concentration, anxieties, and you'll see this big list of everything on their website. Have a look for somebody who specialises either in your sport, your activity, or in the area that you're looking for. So if it's anxiety, look for an anxiety expert. If it's for someone who's in gymnastics or in figure skating, then look for somebody who's had that experience with those kinds of people. It doesn't mean that they can't help you if they haven't, but it gives them, they have a better understanding of where your problems and your issues are coming from and the quickest way to resolve that. Also, consider what you're expecting from the solution that you're getting. Do you want to have one-to-one sessions so that you're going to just having a session, spending an hour, paying individually, and then seeing somebody a couple of weeks later with nothing in between? Or do you want a program where somebody commits and you commit for working with each other for 6 months or 3 months, and therefore you get continuous support throughout? And it's really important to consider, is it an issue that's going to be quickly resolved, or is it worth investing in a bigger program in order to get to where you want to be? Also consider their training. And a lot of people talk to me and say, I really want to have a hypnotherapist or sports psychologist, but I don't know which one to go. The price range is completely different. What I say is look at their training. A lot of trainee people with trainees of sports psychologists, they have a lot of supervision, so they might be a little bit cheaper because they're gaining their experience, but they are supervised by a sports psychologist. Or if it's a hypnotherapist, just check out where they got their qualifications. I'd recommend that they went to a school such as Quest, because the level of training for people that are NLP practitioners or hypnotherapists are very, very different. So please consider what you're doing there. With a sports psychologist, they do a degree, then a master's. They have 2 to 4 years of supervision during practicing on athletes and sports people, and then you have the qualified sports psychologists that have gone through all that qualification and always use evidence-based techniques and strategies. If you find that this is something that you want to do, or you're just thinking about whether it's worth trying to get somebody to help you, then I offer a free discovery call. This is about an hour's long. It gives you the opportunity to discuss in more detail what it is that you're worried about, what your concerns are, and it also gives us the opportunity to see if we're a good fit together. If this is something that you might want to do, then I am offering free discovery calls at the moment. Just drop me a message in this page, and then I'll be able to get back to you to arrange an appointment so we can chat online to discuss what you want to look from there. But either way, you'll find that you'll become inspired and motivated when you come off that call and know what your next steps are in helping your child to get a mindset that they're going to be successful. So that's it really. Any questions, just pop them in, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.